Welcome to Display Ads to Info. I'm giving you information on a case study website that I've been running with Ezoic for many months now. This is just going to be an update to show you how we're getting on with the financial reports for it. So I'm going to get straight into it. So here you can see this is the report for last month, the month of May in 2023. The earnings here were $13,413.19 for the entire month. You can see the EPMV that we're getting is just under $34. We have had this as high as $40, but with the reduced ad market, unfortunately, that's taken a turn down. This, I think, from the peaks of ad markets that I've seen, I think that you could probably stretch to almost $19,000, $20,000 with a decent EPMV of around 40. But it is what it is for now. So let's not worry too much. It's still a good return. We have the breakdown with the Ezoic normal ad partners section. AdSense mediation installed and configured, which helps us earn a little bit more of our payments directly from AdSense, and then also the premium program with Ezoic, which I'm going to start talking about straight away actually. So they've brought out a new premium program pricing tier, which is actually more favorable to the publisher nowadays, which is good. Here's a screenshot. So this is the tier that I'm in, and I pay the equivalent of $900 a month to be part of this tier, which helps me return this on a monthly basis. Previous to this, I was paying $2,200 a month for the tier that I was in, returning slightly more, but obviously I had to pay a lot more. So what that does, it inflates your returns every month because you have to take that 2,200 off it. Unfortunately now I'm paying a reduced amount, so the 900 there is a nicer payment as far as I'm concerned with reduced amount of inflation. The tiers are all segmented like this, so the amount that you earn from your basic Ezoic income is represented here, and then the fee that you will pay is over on the right hand side. So where are we? About there, so that tier there, but it goes all the way crazy. But yeah, the tiers are there if you need it. Mad. So just letting you know that's changing. It's working a little bit more in favour for the publisher, which is good. So I'm still paying a fee. I have to deduct the $900 that I'm paying from this figure. I paid 900, but I've earned an additional 900 in ad revenue as well, which is a good sign. And inflation is decreased on the entire ad earnings, so you can take 900 off that actual profit for the month. All right, so jumping into big data analytics, you can see here, this is how it breaks down, similar to how you used to me representing this data to yourself. We're going to compare this to last month, and we can see that the ad revenue was up from 12,856 all the way up to 13,412 as it's shown there. But you do find that this differs a little bit from this page. So it's off by about $1 in the grand scheme of things, but I think one's a legacy way of reporting things, but it's a good way of breaking down those different ad revenue, AdSense and premium program setups, etc. So you can see the EPMV has decreased a little bit since last month. We did have a big jump in page views, which is something that I'm testing out that I want to mention to you. Let me see if I can find this. So we've been testing the expanded article ads option, which is a new option that turned up about a month ago. And what this does is it should selectively pick articles and limit the entire load page of what's viewable. So I think from my testing, you get about a screen and a half, maybe 2 screens of content, and then it says, do you want to load the whole article, which helps with the speed loading of the page and also helps with getting that extra click to people to reload the page, helps you insert an additional ad, your interstitial ad, which is another way of increasing the EPMV and increasing your earnings for the month. Testing this, obviously, it does boost your page views because effectively you can be getting 2 page views, and we've seen a 25% bump there, but only a 5% bump in visits. I'm not too sure if it's a good idea yet. We'll see how it plays out over time. But whilst we're in here, I thought it's a good idea just to show you the ad options that I've got turned on. I don't think this is something that we've gone through before. So here you can see we've got native ad units turned on, PG-13 selected. We've got vignette ads turned on across all the different hardware types. Auto insert ads and advanced placeholders on. Anchor ads on for everything. Side rails enabled. Sticky sidebar enabled. Floating video ads enabled on all devices. And then we also have the beta ad format selected on the top here. It's a pretty aggressive ad setup, and we're also running the optimization goal as revenue focused. And this is how I would recommend that you would run your Ezoic setup, unless you have a strong editorial need not to run as many ads, or at least as many ad options as we've got enabled here. For me, it works really well. It gets a good return. I would encourage others to test this. I have spent a good amount of time over the last month creating a course. If you are interested, this is completely optional, but in here I'll break down all of the ad options and I'll talk about how you can configure Ezoic to earn the most amount as possible and achieve a good EPMV. But specifically, the whole course is about how to make the most out of niche websites, how to grow traffic, how to do keyword research, how to create content, how to get a good monthly return, and eventually how to sell the website for an overall good return. A little bit of a touch on core web vitals, how to use ChatGPT. I've got a really good setup there for mass creating content, which is working really well. And specifically just looking at action plans. So what actions can we put in place to help you create content, help you do keyword research, and more importantly, how we can help you grow traffic and build ad revenue. So that's there. If you're interested, it's available on the displays.info website. But more specifically, we have lots of information on here for free, how to do keyword research with free tools, how to do keyword research from the strategies that we use, on-page SEO, how to set that up. If you're looking at resources up here, we've got how to tune Ezoic. So there's lots and lots of information on there. This article gives you my overall guide on how I think you should monetize content websites. Have a look at that. There's loads of free resources on there. And there's even an Ask Me section where you can ask me any questions you want and I'll see if I can help you. Getting back into it, another one just to keep an eye on is the video return. So this month was $404. There was a bit of an odd thing here. I'm not too sure what's going on with the video revenue owned. That stopped halfway through. I do need to look at that, and the shared video has decreased significantly there. I don't know if they changed something on how it's reported, would be my guess, but it's worth keeping an eye on this for yourself if you are using Humix. It's a kind of newly developed product over the past year, but it is something that works well. This report does take a minute as well, so it's probably not going to come back, but there is good returns to be had from that. That's an extra $400 I've got from having that turned on. Yeah, I quite like that setup, and I am going to invest more energy into using Flickrfy, creating more, converting my articles to videos and monetizing those videos as well. So lots to do there. We've gone over the premium program, and then lastly, the ad revenue index. So this is 2023 here. You can see that it's a very flat year, depressed since where it was last year. So June, we're up in the 50s on the ad index. At the minute, we're just about hitting the 40s, which is a shame. I have no idea how this will play out. I can certainly weather this out. I hope you can as well. But this isn't just the ad market for Ezoic. It's a good reflection of the entire ad market around the world. So just jumping from one ad provider to another isn't going to save you. I'll just keep an eye on this for your own information. Understand what returns you're seeing relative to the rest of the market by using this tool. It's not the end of the world. It's not on the floor. It will return over time, but for now, it's just a slightly suppressed market. I'll leave you on that slightly negative note, but things are going well with the case study. I'm very happy with the progress. And if you've got any questions, you know how to get in touch with me via the displays.info website, and I'll be more than happy to help. Thanks.